Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about bronzer, different bronzers that I have, application, blush application, highlighter. We're going to talk about all that as I apply it. And we're also going to talk a little bit about setting powder as well. So I'm just going to get right into this video. I'm doing a couple different videos today, so I'm kind of breaking everything down so I have more time to really be detailed about it all. So before I get into bronzer and everything, let's talk about powder. Do you need to use a setting powder? Okay. I have oily, dry combination skin. I like to wear a little bit of powder because as the day goes on, I'm going to get shinier and shinier. So I need to control that with powder. I only put powder on once. I don't keep powdering my face. One of the things that I do that I feel like prevents my skin from getting too oily is one thing as I moisturize my skin. I know that sounds crazy. Some people think that if you moisturize your skin too much, it's going to be oily, but I feel like using a moisturizer underneath my makeup as part of my skincare helps to control some of that shine so I don't have greasy face. And I take really good care of my skin too, so I have a really good skincare routine in the morning. Like I said, I like to wear powder, but I use very, very, very little foundation. I don't go crazy applying foundation. I use very little. I see some people that are applying it, and it's like, holy hell. I mean, it's just going to be too heavy of a look. If you're trying to cover up your face, like if you feel like you have a lot, like I have one right here. I have a sun damage right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera. That's the one thing that I have that I hate. It's right there. Other than that, I don't really have anything. And I can use different things to cover that up. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to show you how to cover that up, okay? But I do like to wear a little bit of powder, but I don't wear a lot of foundation, so I keep my foundation on the light side. I want my foundation to look like skin. I don't want it to look like, if you saw me close up, I don't want it to look like I have like a thick layer of foundation on. I just don't like that because as the day goes on, it's just going to look worse and worse. So I use very, very little foundation. Foundation should just even out your skin tone. But if you are finding that it's not working, like you just have to keep piling on more, look into your skincare because you can do things with your skincare to get rid of sun damage. I'm working on that little spot. I got that little spot. It doesn't really bother me. But if you have a lot of that on your face, look, go to your dermatologist and see if there's some treatments you can do. Some people get peels. I'm not a big fan of peels. I do like at home peels, like with salicylic acid, and like I feel okay at home doing it, but I'm just worried about going somewhere and getting it done because all I can say is Tanya Tucker, okay? She had one done. She's got the money to get it done and pay somebody really well. Somebody messed up her face because she got chemical scars on her face from a chemical peel. So I'm just a little hesitant, okay, to get that done. I just try to do what I can at home. That's what I do. All right. So you don't want to pile in a lot of foundation. And when it comes to powder, you want to use something that's really a light powder. I'm going to show you a couple different powders that I have. 3 currently, could be more if I test out any more, but there are 3 powders I like. Now one of these, there's a new formula. I'm not hearing good things about it, so I don't know if that I'm going to waste my money, but I do really like the Chanel powder. I really love this one. It's very, very finely milled, and on me it doesn't look like I'm wearing a heavy powder, okay? Another one that I love is the one from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Airbrush Flawless Filter. I love this one because again, it's so light on your face you don't even know you're wearing a powder, but it will blur out your face, okay? Maybe I'll wear this one today, actually. I'll wear that one today. The other one is my Laura Mercier. This is another one that's really, really nice. Again, it's really, really light. And I believe this is translucent. They're all translucent, except for this one is Fair. You don't have to use a setting powder if you have really, really dry skin. If you feel like your skin is really dry and powder is going to accentuate that, then I would say skip the powder. But for someone like me, I wear powder. So I'm going to go in and I am going to wear, I'm going to use my rougher brush number 25 And just going to swirl it, and I will apply it. I don't apply a lot, and I try to apply it in the areas, which is pretty much my whole face, that gets oily and shiny. Now let's talk about bronzers. There's different kind of bronzers that you can get. You can get a cream bronzer, you can get a powder bronzer, one on a stick, one in a pan, whatever. My favorite cream bronzer that I like on me, I know some people feel like it's too orangey for them. I don't find that for me, is the Chanel. Now this is the original formula of Chanel. I don't think I'll buy the new one, but I love this one. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is the one I usually use. Now, since I already put powder on, I'm not going to do that. This can look kind of patchy if you put a powder on and then you apply that over it. So when you're using a cream bronzer, you want to apply your cream bronzer first, and then you put your setting powder on after that. I am going to go in and I'm going to use my Gucci today. I love this one. I do have one from Marc Jacobs, overhyped. I have one from Tom Ford. It's okay, but I'm really, really enjoying this one from Gucci. You want to use a nice fluffy brush like this. I was using the rougher brush for my bronzer. I like it, but I feel like this one works better for my cream. I feel like this one works much better for a powder, like a really big fluffy one. This is the brush from La Mer that I've heard so much about, and I really like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and swirl my brush in there. And then you want to go in a circular motion. This is how I do it. And then I kind of get it on my forehead like that. Just like that. And what it's going to do, it's going to warm up your face. You don't have to use a bronzer. I love wearing it because I don't contour. I feel like it creates a little bit of a shadow on my face, even though I'm not contouring, and it warms up my face. So again, just going to swirl that. I just want to get a little bit more. Tap off my brush on my finger. And again, it's like I'm barely touching my brush to my face. Just want to be light-handed. You know, same thing with this side. Doing the same thing. You know, making a silly face. Circular motion. You can put some on your chin if you want to, whatever, okay? Really pretty, I love it. I love this bronzer. Next, before I get to the blush, I just want to show you something. So I've got this little spot right here. This is from Color Science. So this is a color corrector, but it's in a powder form. It has sunscreen in it. It's mineral based. And all of these will correct different colors. So I need to look for one for brown, which is this one right here. So this one here is going to correct brown. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to take my brush. It does come with a brush, but I like to use this sometimes. I'm just going to go right here. You saw that spot. And it's just going to kind of brighten it up a little bit so it won't look as brown. See that? Just kind of play with it. See that? So you can kind of still see a little bit, but look how much lighter it got. I don't know if you could see that. I love this. And this thing will last you for a long time. I don't use that every day, just use it as I need to. It will last you a long time and I love it. Let's talk about blush. I'm going to use my new blush today that I love. Okay, blush. If you're younger, if you're under a certain age, I'm going to be 55 this year. Okay, I need a drink. When it comes to blush placement, here's the thing. When you're younger, you go according to your facial shape. Okay? And most people, when you're younger and you have nice big round cheeks, whether you're smiling or not, you can put your blush right here. But as we age, our face starts to pull down. See? Yeah, it happens. So I like to raise my stuff up because I want to create the illusion that my face is lifted more than it actually is. So the first thing I want to do actually before I put my blush on is I'm going to use my highlighter. If you use your highlighter first, what it's going to do is it is going to give you that glow within look. So where's my fan brush? I'm going to use my fan brush, my rougher fan brush, and I'm going to take this. Now, one thing to remember about highlighting, this is really important, is when you're using a highlighter, it's going to draw emphasis on that area. So if you don't want to do that, then don't use a highlighter. I like to add it right here at the top part of my cheeks. I don't have wrinkles there. If you have a lot of lines and wrinkles and you put a highlighter on, you're going to highlight that. So you don't want to, and you want to use something that's really subtle. This is a nice subtle highlighter. This is really pretty. Wait, I'm looking at my monitor. This is a really pretty one. Another one that I really like is the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I love this one. Spotlight's really, really pretty, but I'm going to use this one today. So you just take it, and this one's really subtle. I mean, this one's more subtle than my Charlotte Tilbury. And I'll just put it right here on the top part of my cheek, right there. So when the light hits it, you can see the reflection. It kind of gives you, see how the difference, how that is? It's matte, and that one's got more of a glow. Really pretty, really subtle. You do not put it on the tip of your nose if you have a big nose like me, because I just made it look bigger. If you don't like your chin, you're not going to highlight that. If you don't like your forehead, you're not going to highlight there. Even though you see younger people do that, don't. I think some people get carried away with it too. I just think it doesn't even look natural, but you know, makeup is a form of expression, so that's what you're into, that's great. But I'm just telling you, if you don't want to draw attention on something, you don't want to do that. So I'm going to take the highlighter and go right here, really lightly. Right there. See that? Look how that little reflection, it's just a tiny bit. Now with the blush. I like to use a nice fluffy brush. This is a really pretty one. This one is from, this one's from reference to number 5. I'm going to take that blush. Now this blush, I have to dig my brush in there. I like that actually because I feel like I have more control over it. So you can always add more. I'm not going to put my blush down there. I'm going to put my blush up here. And I'm just going to go in a circular motion. Sometimes I'll bring it up here a little bit too, on my temple. Yes, like that. See how that, it just lifts my face. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So right up here. And because I put that highlighter there, again, it's going to give that glow within look. So look how pretty that is. See how it lifts my face as opposed to if I want like this and put it right there. I don't want my blush down there. I want it up here. So this is my final look. See how pretty that looks? Really looks soft, and see how that that placement is so important. So when you don't have to use a bronzer if you don't want to. I've had people ask me that. You don't have to use bronzer at all. I never used to use bronzer years ago, but I use it now because I just feel like, see, I don't go in the sun and I don't use a tanner or anything like that. Sometimes I will use, if I want to, I'll use something like this on my legs. I've talked about this recently. Another thing I use sometimes is I will use this. This is the Laura Geller Baked Body Frosting. I will use that sometimes. Okay. And that's like a body bronzer that you can use. Sometimes I use it, but for the most part I don't. You see, I live in Florida. I'm not, I don't have a lot of color. But I like to just do a little bit on my face because I just feel like, it warms up my face. I feel like using a bronzer, even though you're not contouring, I still feel like you're creating a little bit of a shadow on your face. And I feel like it gives my face some dimension. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Would really appreciate if you would share it. You can follow me on all of the socials, and I will catch you guys all in my next video. Bye.